Venger Man, does whatever a Venger can. Says surprise, mother fudgers at the start of his videos. Look out, it's Venger Satanis. What's up, nerds? It's your boy, the OGGM, coming to you live from my PDF file on this lovely Tuesday morning. We were being serenaded by the lovely sound of the tree cutters yet again because apparently they didn't do enough damage last time. They gotta do more. Okay, I would love to show you guys the trees because, like, dude, there's nothing left. But far be it from me to stand in the way of progress. Anyways, it's Tuesday, and occasionally on Tuesdays we open up my PDF files because you asked me to do reviews. I'm only going to review things that I own and have read. So today we're looking at Advanced Crimson Dragonslayer from our good friend Venger Satanis. Now, you might not be familiar with Venger Satanis' work, but you might be familiar with his reputation. He is definitely one of those individuals who I knew about before I knew about, because I remember hearing stories about him 5-8 years ago, maybe even 10. It's a name that was always like, oh, Venger Satanis, where have I heard that before? Kind of thing. And then I actually had a chance to interact with the individual a couple of years ago, and we've interacted semi-regularly. I think it's no mistake to say that his political ultra-right-wing MAGA and my much more liberal are completely different, and probably in the political stream we would disagree with everything. But when it comes to gaming, we're pretty much generally on the same page. He likes the kind of same weird gonzo over-the-top stuff that I like. He's generally funny. He's well-educated. It's definitely somebody I'd share a beer with and play D&D with, as long as we didn't discuss politics, but whatever. So yeah. He's one of the, he's somebody I respect in regards to just constantly putting product out and constantly, working it and making this a career, and making it a something he can just supplement his income with, because he's always got stuff out. He's at the cons. He does his own con. So today we're going to review Advanced Crimson Dragonslayer because it's free on drive-thru, link down below. And I've actually read it. I've even tried hacking it for my own stuff. And it's probably a system I'd revisit because it's only 19 pages. So if I can't say anything else good about this, it is an OGL OSR 5e conversion that takes the best of Gonzo hardcore OSO OGL Venger Satanis style roleplay and some of the good stuff from 5e, pushes it all together in a very easy to read, presentable format that's 19 pages. The next closest that I can think of that does the 5e and classic D&D is, 10 Torches Deep, which I think is 20, 30, 40 pages. Shadow Dark, which is up in the 100 pages. Most of the other 5e OGL conversions are big and expensive and filled with unnecessary stuff. And you just kind of want to go, let me just get to the meat and bones of this idea, and then I'll go from there. And that's what Venger's has done. 19 pages, and he has a fully fleshed out role-playing system that has very little flaws. There's literally nothing that I have found wrong with this. We've got his introduction. We've got his ideas on advantage and disadvantage. We've got his little house rules and these lovely little purple things. He talks about character concept. The characters are very simple. They're very, bare bones. They've only got like one special ability each. We've got the warrior class, classic standard fighter. We got your sorcerer class, classic standard sorcerer caster. We've got your free starting gear and stuff like that. We've got your priest, your healing bot / holy smackdown. And we've got your rogue, your thief, your guy who, you're the class that never really makes sense. And then just, the guy you need to do all the stuff that nobody else wants to do. And then we'll add for his convention, of course, because he does his own convention now and it's being relatively successful. And he hasn't sold out to Wizards of the Coast yet, unlike Gary Con. He's got the normal races, and then he's got some weird races, and then he's got the races that are specific to his campaign setting, Alt, which is a over-the-top gonzo Eldorist post-apocalypse science fantasy Lovecraftian inspired setting. You know, if I was going to go down the list of people, I would say, hey, sell Wizards of the Coast, you know, sell that, you know, what is it, Bright Sun or whatever it's called, to somebody. It'd be him. You know, like the first person I would say is sell it to Venger. And then we've got optional rules for things like sleaze factor. We've got his take on X cards, you know, because they're putting in safety tools and is a thing now. So, and it's something that Venger definitely is against. So he's put in his own. His alignment system, combat, literally one page. And then on to his magic system and the cost of magic. Magic is very simple. It's bare bones, definitely have room to work with. He's got his magic spells, his clericy spells, his high-level spells, character sheet, credits, links to his other stuff if you want to explore the world of Chalt. And that's literally it. That's the entire system in 19 pages, I want to say. Yep, 19 pages for free on drive-through. So if you are looking for a bare bones, what the hell is this OGL OSR stuff? What the hell is this 5e stuff? Where can I find the best of both without spending 30, 50, 100 bucks? This is it. Just pick, if you're curious about the conversions, about the best of both worlds, pick this up. It's free. It's literally free on drive-through. Venger doesn't make a dime. This is all just a work of him creating I mean, I can't say there's nothing bad about this system. You may not agree with Venger's politics or him as a human being. You may think he's fucking awesome. He has a lot to offer. He has a lot to contribute in terms of gaming. And I can't think of a better one that does this. The next closest is 10 Torches Deep, which is a little bit more pricey. Well, everything is going to be more pricey than this because it's free. So again, if you're like, oh, I could pick up Shadow, no offense to my friend Kelsey, but if I want to spend $75 with Shadow Dark or free to sort of get the idea of how these two systems might work together, pick this one first. And then if you like the idea, maybe explore some of the ones that are a little bit more chunky and in depth, like Shadow Dark or 10 Torches Deep, or all the other systems that try and find the best of both worlds. So there you go. A review of Advanced Crimson Slayer by our good friend Venger Satanis, and a free ad for the upcoming Venger Con, which is a small little convention that Venger's done every year for the past couple of years, which I'd go to if I had money, but I don't. Support me, Venger. And unlike Gary Con, there's going to not be any Wizards of the Coast people there as far as I know. So, yeah. Still very curious about why Wizards of the Coast was at Gary Con. Especially since considering what they said about Gary Gygax like 2 weeks before. Why would Luke? But anyways, that's the topic for a separate vlog. Venger! I'll talk to you later. Goodbye, mother fudgers.